Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete from Annapolis, Maryland. Exciting times, wedding, people coming together to start a life together. Now, the cool thing about it, it's beautiful. People come together, friends, family. You're out of town, so you're really connecting. I'm up here at the Residence Inn. This is remote. So I'm going to be doing a lot of these in the future. So I thought I'd do this one. And I want to do it around the four human drivers because when you start a relationship, there is growth, always growing together. That's the fourth human driver, but I'm going to give you all four of them. I'm going to give you a gift. And if you're under 25, you get a special gift. And if you're at the wedding, you get a special gift. So hang with me. We'll geek out for about, I don't know, half hour. And then you're going to get a gift that's going to keep on giving for the rest of your life. Kind of bold, but kind of fun. I want to build some curiosity because learning is a gift that keeps on giving. And when we talk about the four human drivers, this is scientific. It's not like Pete makes this up. Does this isn't search on the internet and I find these things and then I say, hey, this makes sense. This is proven. So you can search it. The four human drivers. First, aliveness. What does that mean? Aliveness. It's a word that describes emotion, feeling. And when you're alive, you're living on purpose. You're living with a different mindset. So many times this weekend, I'm staying right down the street from the Naval Academy. There's a special week before graduation, and this week a lot of people are in town. So you're seeing our what do you call them? Oh gosh, you see our Naval Academy dressed in their whites. It's beautiful. They've achieved so much to get into the Naval Academy. It's not something you buy at Walmart. This is achieved. This is earned. I was talking to a mom, and she had on, let's see, Navy wrestling shirt. And we talked about her son, freshman year at Navy, gonna wrestle. The mindset that you have to make it to this level, to make it into Navy, to make it to be practicing your sport of wrestling at another level, like college. High school's one level, college is the next. Then it goes professional. So you're always challenging yourself to go to the next level. But what we were in my conversation with her, it was mom and dad have the foundation. They build it. You don't get into the Naval Academy just by a whim. You earn it, and the mom and dad are responsible for that foundation. But then you look at the community around. That's when the things that mom and dad have been talking about get reinforced. That's when all of a sudden, that's what mom said, that's what dad said. But they're hearing it from a different person. It's kind of like we say key person of influence is 7-11, four different platforms. One platform's mom and dad. Two platforms might be the university you attended. Three platforms may be a high performance coach like myself. Four might be another mentor who comes into their life to influence them, to provide a bigger vision of where they want to go. Because There are times, I'm going to my 50th high school reunion. There are times when a teacher believes more in you than you believe in yourself. And you got to have these people in your life. So when you look at four different platforms or four different types of people, that's the community you want to surround our youth with. Because I'm going to give you something for the youth, because our youth is our future. Our youth is our future. Without our youth, we don't have a future. So we have to pour into them. We have to empower them. We have to motivate them. We have to inspire them. We have to give them the life tools, the people that are going to surround them. I spoke with another person. He's speaking at a wedding at the academy. And we talked about different things, but a lot of things was the relationships. Your relationships in your life will either push you up, inspire you, or drag you down. There's usually no middle ground. So when you're looking at the type of people in your community, be aware of the influence that people have on you. You always hear you're the sum of the five people you hang around the most. If you hang around drug addicts, you're probably going to be a drug addict. If you hang around people that smoke, you're probably going to smoke. If you hang around people that are in shape, you'll probably be in shape. And it can go on and on. You hang around people that are aspiring to achieve great things in life, you'll be inspired to achieve great things in your life. So be very, um, very aware of who you're surrounding yourself with. You always got to do that, because when we see people go down, we can look at their community, the people they surround themselves. I have a real good friend, and he's going through a challenging time, trying to get his son to see a bigger vision than the vision he has currently. Because when you see a bigger vision, you're not distracted by a lot of things that can drag you down: drugs, alcohol, different things. So, what am I saying here? I'm saying aliveness is surrounding yourself with a good community. People that'll come, that will pull you up, inspire you, that will give you that purpose, that will give you that sense of aliveness. Because if you have it, you're going somewhere. And you got to, it's not like I get it one day and that's it. You keep striving, you keep pushing yourself, you keep challenging yourself, you keep upping, as we call, level up your peer group. Always level up your peer group. We are challenged. When we are challenged, we grow. When we are accepting mediocrity, we actually go down eventually, because there's no staying the same. You're either growing or you're declining. So, aliveness, be around that community, challenge yourself, read good books, be a person that uses this mindset, like the lady, the mom of the Navy wrestler. In high school, they had people pour into his son about the mindset. I know several wrestlers, and they've gone on to do some great things after their wrestling career in school. It established a foundation of discipline, hard work, setting those goals, making good habits to support being a wrestler, a top wrestler. You're always competing. You're always physically challenging your body. You're training. You're doing all the things that when you get out of school are going to be foundational, and they're going to be things that are going to activate a more active life. Okay, connections. The second one, connections, you could say relationships, but making sure we don't fall into a trap of just emailing, texting, not talking to people. You have your mom out there and you've scrolled social media all week and you haven't called your mom. That's not going to give you the human drives that are going to give you the best life possible. Call her, call people. We just get, I'm busy, I don't have time to talk. Well, you don't have a time to be alive. You don't have time to drive you to the next level, whatever you're doing. Connections, relationships, being intentional, being on purpose to show up with that connection. You see, a lot of times people are looking at their phones when they're in a conversation, or they're looking out over the person. Be present, make that connection, be emotional. Be emotional in that you're getting away from texting and emailing as your form of communication. You're connecting personally. There's no emotion in a text. There's no emotion in an email. It's not that you can't use those, but when we're talking about connection and the four human drives, we're talking about emotionally connecting. We call it leveling up your peer group, always challenging, growing. I don't know what the number is, but Brendan Bouchard, who certified me as a high performance coach, who's the founder of Growth Day, which we're going to get into the fourth one and we'll share with you. And I have a special gift for you. Hang around. You're going to be glad you did. Okay. So Brendan said something to the effect that the average person has maybe one or two good friends. One or two good friends. And you're 65 and you can only point to one or two good friends. If that's you, okay, you can make a change. You can start the process of connecting. You can start the process of building authentic relationships, but it doesn't fall out of the sky. It takes intention. It takes you living a life of purpose, of connecting. When you do that, you live a more meaningful life. So your meaningful pursuit, which is the third one, comes alive. Because if we're not pursuing something of meaning, if it's all about you, you're heading down the wrong path. You got to have meaningful purpose. You got to have a vision. You got to have that mindset of it's more than just working. It's more about your pursuit of meaning. What's his name? I'm thinking about it in just a second. Um, I'll think about it in a second. Okay. Victor, concentration camp. Oh gosh, the art of meaning. No, it's not the art of meaning. I'll think of it. Okay. But what does the Bible say? A person without vision will perish. What do they say about when you retire? Because I'm going to my 50th high school reunion. Without a purpose, you retire and you don't repack your bags and get another purpose, the facts are you're dead in 2 years. Don't make that you. Get a purpose. Repack your bags. Come up with the next chapter in your life. Don't make it on the porch sitting and just doing nothing. we're not wound to do nothing. We're wound to have a meaningful purpose in life. And when you do that, I get up at 3:30 in the morning, and sometimes 2:30. And then I had people say, "What do you do?" Tell me what I think. I journal, I plan, and I implement. I think, I journal, I plan, and I implement every day. I've never been a journaler until I had my stroke. For 49 days, I laid in a bed. I could only think. I couldn't move. I couldn't eat. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't shower. I couldn't do the basic things of walking. And when you all of a sudden can't do those things you've always done, you have this. You can think. And thank God you do, because when you start thinking that, you know what, I was on the busy bus, and the busy bus is loud, it's distracting, and it's going everywhere it can go. You get on the purpose plane, it's going to one destination. That's your goal. Destination. You know, you're flying there, you're getting there faster than a bus. And so that's important to have that meaningful purpose in your life. Okay. The last, growth, personal growth. Now, for those that aren't getting this gift, I'm going to give you a gift, 7 days. Growth day. pkane.me/growth day. I'm going to give you a course on mindset, goals, and habits, the 3 essentials. But you send me a support ticket at pkane.me and you get a free course, but you also get 7 days of Brendon Bouchard speaking to you. You'll do the 5 to Thrive. And you do just that little thing. Like Andrew Uberman said, the 2-minute commitment. Do something for 2 minutes because it's easy to do and you build momentum. When you lower the resistance, you don't have to say to do it for 5 hours a day, 2 minutes. You invest a habit of listening to Brendon do the 5 to Thrive. Just experience it, his framework. Start with 1 day, then 2 days, then 3 days, then 4 days, then 5 days, then 6, then 7. And see if you don't think differently, act differently, and position yourself mentally in a better place. Because you're going to get, Brendon, another video related, 2 thought-provoking questions, and then you're going to score yourself. You got to score yourself. I didn't, but family played golf. Why do you play golf? Well, for fun, challenge, strategy, fellowship, hanging out with each other. It's a beautiful game. But you keep score. Got to keep score. How do you know how well do you know you're doing if you're not keeping score? So every day you want to keep score. Even though they played the tough course and the best score was 90. My brother's a good golfer. 90 was his score that day. Conditions were challenging, but he still scored himself. Was 1 over after 7, and then the triple bogey shows up. Then the double bogey follows up right behind him, right behind the triple. Before you know it, you're 7 over after 9 holes. Then you run into some trouble, and before you know it, at the end of the round, you shoot a 90. But you know that you had cart path only, so you had to walk it was a different mindset, tougher conditions, but you have to score yourself. So in growth day, you're going to score yourself. personal development is the key. So I'm 49 days in the hospital on my back, learning how to, even to this day, even to this day, get my hand up over my head. Before 6 months ago, I was about right here. Oops, let me see, right about here. Now I go to PT Solutions, and they've been, oh man, that's so good. That feels so good. I probably got 6 to 8 inches of more, what do you call it, of more range of motion because they pushed me. I got 3 to 4 hours a week and then 4 hours in the gym working at it, working at it, working at it, growing. Your personal growth after the 49 days was about a year later. I'm listening to a podcast. Ed Milet had Brendan Bouchard on, and he mentions a thing called Growth Day. I heard Brendan speak 12 years ago, 10 years ago. It was a while in San Francisco. A friend of mine, Barbara Hemphill, invited me. I was on the West Coast in LA, and she invited me, had a ticket. I went. Blew my socks off. Incredible. Couldn't believe there was anybody that added that much value, that poured into us for the weekend. Changed everything about my mindset. But I was scattered, doing different things, forgot about it till the right time. So I signed up 12 years later. I ended up upgrading. I ended up being coached. I ended up being coached again and again and again. 1 year of high performance coaching, over a year of Growth Day, preparing us for life is personal growth. It's one of the 6 major trends happening today. 6 major trends: digital revolution, entrepreneur, AI, mobile, um, crypto, which is Bitcoin, and then the last one is personal development. You invest in yourself, it's the best investment you'll ever make in your life. Because the magic is in you and anything's possible. But you got to activate you. You got to you got to invest in you. You got to believe, and you don't just, it doesn't happen in one day. You can make a decision to commit to personal development every day, like Growth Day. And then you're now on a path of growth. I'm now a high performance coach because once I got coached for almost a year, I went and got certified. No, not quite a year, 9 months. Went and got certified. And now I'm I've been for a year, but I was coached first. Coached, challenged, pushed, given the framework that Brendan works with, because this is what we covered. We covered 12 sessions, high performance focal points, which starts it out to really get where you're starting, your focal points, then clarity, then energy, then courage, then influence. And then we're getting into the mastery part. Let's see if we can make this a little bigger. Yes, we can. Physiology mastery, psychology mastery, productivity mastery, persuasion mastery, purpose mastery, commitment to high performance. That's a mindset that you're always going to practice high performance. You're always going to push. You're always going to have clarity, be improving on clarity, energy, courage, productivity, influence. When you do that, you're on the way to having a mindset of a high performance person. So, what is my gift for you? Okay, let's talk about our youth. because we have a wedding. Wedding is the start of a new life together. And we want to give a gift. That is a gift of high performance coaching. You go to pkane.me, CHBC, or you go to pkane.me/gifts. Okay? Gift? I think gift. Hold on. Let me see. Gifts, plural. I want you to use the word podcast, and you will get this course for free. It's a $300 course. You get it for free. But I want you to think of one thing. This is the start of your journey, the start of your journey of personal growth, of practicing vocal point, clarity, energy, courage, productivity, influence. Those are the 5 high performance habits. They're wrapped up into 12 sessions, and you get it. But I'm telling you, after you do and you activate it, you're going to get another gift. And then if you activate that gift, you're going to get another gift. The gift of learning will change your life. You practice it, keep growing, keep getting better. It's like compound interest times 100. That's the potential you have. But if you don't activate it, you don't have it. So that's why you got to go to pkane.me. No, you don't have to. If you want the gift, pkane.me/gifts. Use the word podcast. Then the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. The first step is one that you do intentionally. You can't get to the end or down that journey of 1,000 miles until you make the first step. The first step for you is activate a gift of learning, a gift that will keep on giving. So our youth under 25, and in special cases here for under 30, or maybe even a little bit older than 30, but hey, our youth is our future. And when you do that, you better put your seatbelt on because you're in for an incredible ride. It'll be one you'll be empowered by the high performance habits. You'll be empowered setting goals, creating a mindset, and habits are outcomes, but creating those habits that'll support you. So thanks for being with us here. I want to give you, hold on here, one more gift, the gift of a masterclass. You go to pkane.me/masterclass. That gift is our ecosystem. If you want to be on my podcast, go to pkane.me and sign up, fill out some information so I can know a little bit about you, because I can't have you on the podcast. I don't even know you. I got to know you. I got to know the questions to guide you through a wonderful experience. Understand the discovery of being on a podcast and seeing the power of the future, because we are in a digital transformation. You can practice that by one podcast. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. First step, if you haven't ever been on a podcast, is to activate it. We have a podcast academy for those that want to pursue that. We have the resources to help you be the best you can be. Journaling will unleash clarity, bigger vision, and we have a gift there, but you got to activate the first one. All right. I'm Pete Kane. I'm going to get ready for a wedding. Hold it. Let me see here. Let me get this off here. Okay. It's going to be a wonderful time. From Annapolis, Maryland, we're signing out. We've met some wonderful people up here. The Naval Academy is a very special place. It's a special place because the people that are in the academy that are graduating have achieved an incredible thing. I want you, you don't have to be in the Naval Academy, but you got to strive to be the best. This is a group of people of high performers, and we want to pour into our youth. We want to help our youth. We're going to go through some crazy times in the next few years and beyond. I want you to be prepared. And when you're prepared with life skills that are helping you with your clarity, your energy, your courage, and your productivity and your influence, you're learning the fundamentals of high performance habits. All right, Pete Kane, be bold, make a difference, have fun,